Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you the final edition of Flat Out RC, issue 10, out now. Let's go and take a look. Let's get into it. Issue 10, the final edition of Flat Out RC, and here it is. Big Lysander from the Shepherd and Mammoth Scale flying on the cover. Thank you to some advertisers, Model Flight and Desert Aircraft Australia. Been there from the start. You're a bunch of legends. Thank you very much. Final curtain call for anyone that doesn't know that the magazine is shutting. I had to write something about the final closure, so a few thoughts. The future will take care of itself. It's sort of a continuation from the editorial and just a bit of my opinion piece really on everything will be okay in the hobby. There's a lot of doom and gloom and a lot of negative talk, but it'll be all okay. The Winch Report. Now, we all know that Brian has passed away, but Brian was always going to be a part of every edition of Flat Out RC, and he is, what we've done is we've a bit of a testimonial to Brian, but then here's an article, the last article that Brian Winch wrote for Flat Out RC magazine, which is about an event that was held in Wagga earlier in the year, one that we weren't able to run the last edition, but here it is. Brian is definitely a big part of this edition of Flat Out RC. Now, Deadly Irondecker saw this plane out in Bairnsdale, and awesome club, awesome aeroplane. Really love the Irondecker. Now, review. Thanks to Model Flight, O'Reilly Model Products, for sending through the E-Flight Viper 70mm EDF jet. It's positioned as a great first jet, and what you'll find is it is phenomenal as a first jet. Really flew well. Amazing performance. I flew that and had no problems. Perfect landings every time. Corby Starlet, another beautiful plane we saw out in our travels. This one was at the Pakenham Club. Beautiful Corby Starlet. Love blue, white and red schemes. My favourite scheme is the blue, white and red. Shepherd and Mammoth Scale flying. Spent a couple of days out there. Love this event. Best planes. A lot of great photos, if I do say so myself, since I took them all. But quite a big article there on some of the planes, and we really wanted to share some of those photographs and some of the sights from the event. Make sure you come to it next year. Shepherd and Mammoth Scale flying. Only for the skilled pilot. You've got to read why it's titled this, but it's about a Sopwith Camel. So beautiful plane again. A couple of jets. Had to put some jets in. A couple of jets. Greg Escort's Euro Sport and a big Mephisto there. And just having a look at a couple of jets that we saw earlier in the year. Now, Desert Aircraft Ignition Modules. They are made here in Australia. I've written an article about that, something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I actually visited them up in Queensland, Desert Aircraft Australia, a while ago, and took some photos and finally have published an article. Now, big feature of this magazine is a discus launch gliding. My friend Ido Segev and I, Ido's here, went out and we tested a few DLGs. But to start the article, we're talking a bit about what discus launch gliding is all about, and then we get into some reviews of the NXT Stream, which is a beautiful glider, absolutely phenomenal competition grade discus launch glider. And then we had the opportunity, and there's Dominic Gaisu, another team member of Flat Out RC. We had the opportunity to try a little 1 metre wingspan DLG from Tomahawk Aviation, which we've covered as well. Now, Cosmo Mortius, he's finished the Eyecatcher Mark II, best photo of all time. Cosmo's daughter, Emily, here in Flat Out RC, holding her dad's new glider. It's a beautiful work of art. Cosmo is really a master kit builder. He does an excellent job. I'm really encouraging him to build something bigger. But anyway, this project is now finished. The Wingtips model Eyecatcher Mark II. He's flown that, and from all reports, it's a nice plane. Anyway, Piper L4H Grasshopper. It's a cub, but it's not a cub, but it is a cub. Anyway, beautiful large-scale aircraft. Really enjoy seeing large-scale aircraft. Club Corner's back. Talked a bit about vision and clubs developing a vision. Peter Ricks, now he has been a good contributor to this magazine, and really thank him for all his efforts. Based up in Queensland, it's always hard. I'm based down in Melbourne. It's always hard to get stories from around the country with such a big country like Australia, but Peter's been out there in Queensland helping us out, and he went to the Tingalpa Model Aircraft Hobby Expo and took a whole bunch of photos, which we're really happy to share. And then I wrote this article called 5 Hardest Model Aircraft to Fly, something that I was sitting on the couch and thought, I'm going to write about this, So basically what I rate as the 5 hardest model aircraft to fly. New advertiser, Aeroscale, Russell Mitchell Aeroscale. If you want canopies, spinners, aluminium cows, so if you're building a scale model or something like that, this is the man to go and talk to. He's out in Tewantin in Queensland and he can custom make these things for you. Russell Mitchell, thank you very much. I told him this is the last edition of the magazine and he still said, nah, I'm going to advertise. So what a great bloke. Russell Mitchell Aeroscale for all your canopies, aluminium spinners and aluminium cows kind of stuff. Go and check out his website, aeroscale.com.au. Mario from RCGF's back. RCGF engines, their Stinger range of engines. Mario's been there from the start as well. He is an awesome guy, selling really good engines with really good support. Always take a look at RCGF when you're considering purchasing one of your gases, and Mario will look after you. So thank you. You're a legend, Mario. See you on Sunday at the club, hopefully. Step back in time. Now, this is based on my experience of reading some magazines from the 60s that a friend of mine had given me and just sharing some thoughts on what I found. And that is it. MAAA, thank you very much. Really appreciate support. Come on board for the last year or so and have taken out a full page ad, and I thank you very, very much. Now, just because Flat Out RC is ending, don't forget we still are running with our social media. We're going to be doing some YouTube videos, and we'll still be active on Instagram, Facebook. So stay tuned, and of course, Model Flight on the back cover as they were from edition 1. That is it. Issue 10, Flat Out RC, out now. This edition is jam-packed. We've really tried to squeeze as much as we can into it. Brian Winch is part of it. We're really happy to have one of Brian's articles, one of his last articles ever to be seen in a magazine. We've got that in Flat Out RC. Bit of a testimonial to Brian as well. A lot of different articles there about scale planes. So really, really happy. Get out and buy it. Now, where can you buy it? You can buy it from your newsagents. Give it about a week or so from the time you see this video for it to hit the streets. Subscribers, I just went to the post office, dropped them all off, so you're getting yours. Now, subscribers, I am going to be in contact with anybody that has outstanding editions that we owe them to you. Don't worry, I'm going to be in touch with you very shortly to give you a refund. So that's going to happen. So check your email boxes. If not, I'll be giving you a phone call. So a lot happening. Flat Out RC magazine is now over. Now, if you want a digital edition of Flat Out RC, you can get that as well. Just go to magster.com, search for Flat Out RC, and you'll be able to find a copy there. So digital edition still out there, print edition still out there. Now, some of you have been worried about getting back copies of the magazine. We've sold out of a few editions, and to be honest, with this latest issue, the final issue, I actually haven't got a lot of spares. Right, so I've only got sort of 30 to 40, roughly, magazine spares. So if you want to get one, you can buy one directly from us. Just get online to flatoutrc.com.au, flatoutrc.com.au, and you'll be able to grab a copy directly from us. But be quick because, as I said, we don't have that many. Now, some other news, right? Yes, magazine is over now. I don't have to write anymore. It's great. But big trip coming up this week, actually, going to China for the China Top Show event. Joining me is Flat Out RC team member Dominic Isu, I call him Lesu. Anyway, Dominic Iesu is coming with me. We're going to China. We're going to judge the China Top Show 3D aerobatic event, freestyle aerobatic event. So really looking forward to catching up with all our mates over there, all from Dual Sky, Frank from Winners Model, all the competitors that I've come to know over the past few years of visiting an event. So stay tuned. I'll shoot a bit of a video, and there is a big video coming. Now, I've been working on a video from last year's China event that I shot. I'm calling it the Epic. It's a big movie. And that's very, very close to being finished. So stay tuned. I'm hoping to actually get it out this week before I get to China, so you can see what the China Top Show event is all about. But really looking forward to getting to China, seeing my mates over there, having a bit of fun. There will be more videos. There's more videos coming. They've got more videos in the pipeline. So make sure you subscribe to the Flat Out RC YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and type in flat space out space RC, and you'll be able to connect with our channel so you get the latest and greatest. Or connect with us on Facebook, get on Facebook, like our page, all that usual stuff, all right? So you'll still be able to get your Flat Out RC fix in some different kind of ways moving forward. So thank you once again to everybody that's been buying the magazine. Thank you to the advertisers, Model Flight Desert Aircraft, RCGF, Aeroscale, new one, MAAA. Thank you very much for all your support. Really, really appreciate you being part of Flat Out RC and helping it happen. So Big thank you to everybody, and a big thank you, of course, to Cosmo Mortius for spending all that time designing the magazine. If you see him ever, just say thank you to him because he's a legend. So thank you, Cosmo. Thank you to Dominic Aisu. Thank you to Ido Segev for helping out as well and being a big part of Flat Out RC. Now, one other big announcement. Stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks, I reckon, when I get back from China, I'm going to make another major announcement in relation to Flat Out RC and a little offering that you might enjoy leading up to Christmas. So stay tuned. Some more information coming from Flat Out RC. And as always, just get out there, go for a fly, have some fun. Thank you.
Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we